welcome to the Gentleman's Bureau podcast. My name is Jedediah. I'm joined with Mark. He's got the long hair, and Lane with the gaming headset. And we got a unique situation going on here. See, I am currently in Wisconsin, Illinois. My man Mark over here is out in Okinawa, Japan. And Lane is chilling in Germany. We got three different time zones, 7 hours each way. It's ridiculous. But we're gonna make a podcast talking about the most random stuff we can. We're gonna go back to memories, cherished memories from our childhood, growing up together. We're gonna talk about how our travels have shaped and changed us, and the hellscape of a world we're living in right now. So, what's
Yeah.
what's the most recent COVID stuff where you guys are?
Uh, Here in Germany, I don't really keep track. I don't go out a whole lot. When I do go out, it's kind of like I get what I need done, and I stay in. It's not like because I'm scared of like getting COVID, because I'm not. I kind of want it just to beat it and have that immunity. Because I think that's important. But like, yeah, as far as the COVID shit goes, I'm pretty sure I don't know anybody that's had it, and around here, it's not like blown up. I think they took care of it early here. So, but
Yeah, that's a big thing that I see, like, because I live up in Wisconsin. It's like metropolitan area around here because it's so close to Chicago, Milwaukee. So like here, it's still like a huge thing. But I go back home to the country and like nobody gives a shit because, you
yeah,
know, who's there to bring it in? There isn't anybody. Like I'm probably the most dangerous person coming in there, COVID related at least.
Of
You
course.
know, it's like it's like isolation. It's like if they're not exposed to it, they're not going to get it. It's going to be a problem. What about Okinawa?
Well, Okinawa is it's one of the worst like population-wise in Japan because Okinawa is like a vacation spot for most of Asia. And whenever COVID hit, people were all like out of work and like had time off and everything. They were like, "Oh, let's go on a vacation. Come to Okinawa and spread it like crazy." So that really sucked. And we had it beat for quite a while. Like we didn't have any new cases showing up or anything like that. And unfortunately, I don't know if it's like people just wanting to rag on the U.S. military bringing it in, or if they really did. But that's the narrative I think they're going with right now. Is like the U.S. military was throwing all these parties for the 4th of July, and they spread the COVID, and they're going with like some military members are coming in from other places and they're bringing in COVID, like from Korea, or they brought in COVID from coming back from the U.S. and stuff like that. I don't
hmm,
know if that's totally
Maybe it just
accurate.
drifted over on the wind from China.
Oh my God, I wouldn't be surprised. No,
Oh,
I
the
think
yeah,
fog
Taiwan would
just
catch it.
carried it.
Unfortunately, Taiwan would catch it before it hit us.
yeah. That whole thing though looks super suspicious. The Wuhan lab, the the
Did you see that
suppression
they?
of
Did you see that
news.
their like logo was like the Umbrella Corporation logo from Resident Evil? It was like the same logo, but it was green instead of red. And I was like, "Oh, you freaking serious me?" And then like I think they mapped it out, and like the name of the lab was an anagram for like Raccoon City. It was like too many things were adding up, but then when you let the conspiracy theorists out to play, they'll go crazy.
Dude, you can
Oh yeah,
tie
the frogs are
everything
gay.
together.
I mean, there's
Alex
also people
Jones.
like out there who genuinely believe that it's not even an issue, but like the media's blown it up for this election.
I don't.
But like
I
with
don't
it being
believe it's
such a
not a
big,
not.
yeah, it's definitely a thing.
Yeah.
Well, it's not enough to warrant mail-in ballots. That's for sure.
Mandatory mail-in ballots, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
of course.
I get if it was optional, like, hey, if you would like to, put your vote in through the mail, like, go ahead. But to mandate it, why am I allowed to go to the store? Why am I allowed to go do all these activities? Um, but you're gonna make me do a mail-in ballot? Like, no,
Well,
I
I think
already don't trust the government. Like, why would I?
I think the
Like,
rationale before like polling places being a more risky area to have that many people is that like in a grocery store you go in and then usually the stuff you grab is the stuff you buy. Like especially now during the pandemic, it's like do you grab a bunch of stuff that you don't actually end up walking out with? So like the riskiest part of it is like the carts, which they sanitize like crazy, and like when you're interacting with the teller, which they also like are really careful about, and you hardly ever touch the same things. So with the polling places, like you would always be like using the same electronic thing or the same pens and stuff, unless you were, you know, had the forward thinking to like bring your own. So like I think there should be like a lot more cross contamination possible at a polling place than grocery stores. However, that being said, I still think it should be optional to go in and do the voting instead of having to do the mail thing because I'm just not sure how much I trust it.
Yeah, I
I mean,
agree.
it's not. You're gonna lose votes. You're gonna get miscounts. Like, it's
And you're
just
gonna
a
get
harder
fraud
way
too.
to do it.
How long is it going to take to count that? All those coming in, the postal service is already far behind, right?
Yeah. Yeah, man. It's been like, fuck, dude. They gotta handle everything that Amazon's pushing out. Dude,
Not everything.
90%. I like. Okay, Jed, you work for Amazon, so shut the fuck up.
Well, yeah,
But
I'm saying
like,
like we do have our own like delivery people that like go right from our warehouses to people's doors. But the post office does do a lot of work with Amazon.
yeah,
A lot.
yeah. I don't know. I just don't.
I just don't like that's a huge security risk. I'm gonna put like this, deciding the fate of the country's future. Like I'm gonna put that on a piece of paper and send it through the mail. Like you hear all the time about people getting their mail messed with and stuff and intercepted and read.
Yeah,
It's like I just don't like that.
yeah.
What if some jagbag, walks down the street, starts taking people's ballots out of their mailboxes early in the morning, fills them all out, and then sends them all in? For,
Hmm.
what are you gonna do?
I
Yeah,
think
like
I
really
said that
anybody
yesterday.
could fill out
Yeah,
one of those.
100%.
Anybody. Like if you have a 18-year-old um and like they're like whatever, I don't give a fuck. Like like hey, you got your mail, like your parent, like so let's just say you live at home. Your parents are like, "Hey, you got your slip. You want to fill it out?" He's like, "I don't give a fuck. Fuck that shit." Like I didn't really give a fuck. Like, so the parents just gonna be like, fuck it, Joe Biden, or fuck it, Trump. Like,
Yeah,
it's not,
Condoleezza Rice.
it's gonna be cutthroat. All this shit's gonna be
Uh,
cutthroat. Like, this election is gonna be crazy. It's gonna be nuts.
I
Yeah,
guarantee there's going to be another body somewhere before the election. It's just going to pop up somewhere. It might be
Clinton
Ghislaine
count?
Maxwell, the Clinton county. That's going to go up. It's going to go up. There's going to be a few more emails deleted. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, man, for
yeah.
It's
sure.
wild.
I don't know. They're talking about all sorts of stuff right now, and I'm trying not to get wrapped up in it because there's very few things now that affect me over here with the U.S.
Exactly. Same.
but just enough where it's concerning.
Well, yeah, and it's because we still have people back home to give a shit about, you know,
Oh,
Yep,
at
thanks,
least for me.
guys.
exactly, man.
Except for Jed.
Yeah,
But
like
yeah,
people we really care about, like Chewbacca.
yeah, Han.
Yeah.
What about Obi?
Okay.
What
Okay.
about Luke?
Well, of course, Luke. That would goes without saying.
Well, if you were Luke, you'd
Star
like
Wars.
somebody to say it.
Nah,
Star Wars.
Star Wars, the epitome of film. I don't know. Like Star Wars is good. Don't get me wrong, but there's so much cheesiness to it, like
Well,
that takes me out.
I mean, they're space
yeah.
cowboys. Come on, what's there to
Yeah,
not like
Space
about that?
Samurai Cowboys. You got to remember
Listen,
that.
Yeah,
I love Star Wars, but the sequel, like, it wasn't Lucas's, and I don't like the fact. I think what I don't like about it the most is that it wasn't Lucas's, and the fact that Disney thinks like they just own everything. They're like, we're a fucking monopoly. We're gonna own ESPN. We're gonna own Hulu. We're gonna start our own streaming chain. We're gonna fucking like, dude, how much do you need to own? You own the Marvel studios. It's like, I think that's what's so distasteful about like the new Star Wars for me. But
So
I found out.
you less
What's
have
that?
a problem with the actual like movies themselves and more with the fact that they were created by a monopoly.
No, I actually don't like the new ones because it kind of like they kind of threw away what the old ones had established. Like all the characters, all their like what you thought you knew about them, they kind of like threw them in the trash can in a way. Like Luke, he was just like Ray like gives him the lightsaber, and he's just like, eh. It's like you lost
He's
me.
over it. He's
As soon as
over
that
it.
happened, you lost me. Sorry.
He grew, he developed,
No.
changed.
Fuck no. And then like the whole Han Solo thing when Han died, I was just like, dude, what? Like you could have saved like these old characters and had them unite with the younger characters to defeat like the new empire. You know what I mean? Like, but instead they were just like,
Well,
that's
with the
just
whole
my
Luke
take on it.
thing, you got to think
That's
about
my
it. Like the last time we saw him, his own all of his Jedi training was from Yoda, and now we come back and see him that he's had the original Jedi text for like a long time, and like he's obviously done more research and like read more about like how the Order got founded, how this religion started way
Yeah,
back in
that's
the
another thing
day.
that pissed me off. They
What?
rushed through. They rushed through the sacred text. You know how in what was it, the Last Jedi, when they were like they showed the books and then like the light protruding down onto it. I was like, okay, like that looks interesting. I'm excited to see what that's gonna be about. Nope, didn't get a fucking chapter out of that.
Damn.
Well, I mean, we can still have that. That could still come up in the future.
Mm. Yeah, I'm sure Disney's gonna milk this fucking cash cow
Yeah,
Oh,
for all it's
yeah.
worth. Like,
they've done it every other time.
and I have to say, I have not seen the last one.
oh, it's so
This
good.
the Return of the what is it called? The Return of the not Return of the Jedi, obviously, but
Rise of Skywalker, dude. It's called Rise
Rise
of Skywalker.
the Rise of Skywalker. Yeah, and I think that goes to show, just to put this in perspective, how much I don't really like the new ones. I saw them in theaters, both of them. The first one, The Force Awakens, and then the Last Jedi. I saw them in theaters, um, and like I didn't. Maybe I was just out of the loop, but I didn't even hear about the other movie that came out because maybe it was rushed. I heard a lot of people saying it was rushed out.
A long time ago,
Yeah, wasn't it
like 20 years
2019?
ago. Yeah, it's so freaking long ago. Honestly, no, like with 2020, it just seemed like such a long year, and we're not even done with it yet.
Yeah.
Dude,
Isn't
how
that
many
the
more
truth?
months do we have? Like four?
Yep,
Four?
3.5, three in a couple weeks, something like that.
2021 is gonna be crazier, I think. I don't think
Really?
we're ready, dude. I don't think we're ready, man. 2021's, dude. You thought 2020 was bad? Everything's like it's like a movie, dude. Everything's building up for like one fucking moment, and then 2021 happens, and we're all gonna lose our shit. Like
2020 is so bad that Godzilla is not coming to Japan to destroy shit anymore.
he's like, fuck that shit.
He's like, I am not part of this anymore. I can't do this to these people. They have been fucked. I'm not going back. He's like, I'm gonna go destroy something else. Korea, maybe? I don't know.
Korea, man.
Man.
Shit. So what have you guys been up to, work-wise? I know you were working at last I knew you were working as a pool builder, Jed, but now you're Amazon.
Oh, dude, Pool Builder was so long ago. That's, that was like when I was 16. Uh,
Oh shit.
Good
Really?
times though. Good times though. Hard work building pools. Um, is my camera frozen for you guys?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I was trying to fix that.
It's awkward, man.
Yeah, right. It's like the worst. Actually, it's not
He's
as bad.
like,
Like, I could just
I
be
like
chilling.
it.
I could just be
I just
chilling.
thought you were miming, maybe.
Um,
Throw
yeah.
in
So
that
I'm
voice.
talking while I work with this. See if I can get it back working. But yeah, Pool Builders was cool. It was weird too because like my name's Jedediah. Like I don't like see a lot of people with that name around. But my crew chief for like the team that I worked with, his name was Jed. At least everybody called him Jed. His name was actually James Edwards, but like
Yeah.
they wanted to shorten it. So that was kind of weird for me. Just like somebody would say Jed, and I'd look and it actually wouldn't be me. Oh, my story must have been so interesting that I just decided to leave.
I had to
That's
let the cat out.
Um,
I had to let the cat
cool.
out.
Jed's totally gone now for me. Just laying up on the screen.
Yeah, he's gone now.
Is he dead? Did he die? He
Good,
died.
good. You can hear me.
Died on stream. I can hear you,
I can hear
but I
you.
don't know where you went. Now, oh, there we go. What did you do?
I turned it off and back on again.
Okay.
Ah, perfect. The ultimate solution.
Almost works. It
I'm
works almost
sorry.
every time. But yeah,
Oh,
so those was cool. Hard work though. It was really dope too, because like I was 16 and after work every day we'd stop at like a Hy-Vee or something and get like beer for when we got back.
Nice.
These guys were super cool. They just like get an extra 6-pack for me, and we just get back to the shop and just have a few beers, waiting for our people to come pick us up. It was good times.
Hmm.
Actually, it was like a summer job though. Like a summer job. So I only did it one summer because I was gonna go back the next summer. But before I got out of school, my brother, who was working there too, had a situation where they forgot to pay for gas with their
What?
company gas card. So they went back. So like they got pulled over, right? Because they didn't, they just totally forgot. They left. So they get pulled over, and one of the dudes in the truck is like, "Holy shit, I gotta hide these drugs up my ass."
Shit.
And then my brother ended up having to pay for it because he was the only one who had cash on him out of everybody. So after I heard that story, I was like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna come back this year. I think I just need to be out away from that
I
environment,
gotta hide these drugs up my ass.
right? Like, what?
God.
You're just getting pulled over because you forgot to pay for gas, and the dude just pulls that out of nowhere. Like,
Yeah.
why do you even have that on you at
Guys,
work,
distract
dude?
him. I'm shoving things up my ass.
Right? No, yeah, I'm working at Amazon now. It's not bad. It's not as bad as people say it is.
Really? Because from
Really.
what I've heard, it sounds like a shit show of a
I
job.
just think of the South Park episode every fucking time. Have you
No,
guys seen it?
no.
I think I know what you're talking about, where they
Dude,
have like the
it's
Amazon strike or whatever.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was
People
a pretty
say
good one.
man is made out of mud. He's like they're going to the fucking
I bet they don't allow Jed to watch that kind of show. Yeah,
No.
we don't need
it-
an uprising here.
yeah, right.
No, that I will say one thing. They did say that we couldn't unionize. Like when I first started working there way back in the day, they're like, you guys can't unionize because Amazon is a really, really changing company. So we have to, have to be free
Well,
to
it's
adapt. And
also
I was like, that
because
sounds really fishy.
Yeah,
they're on the defense council, I think. Jeff Bezos is on the defense council. So it's like a national, sounds crazy, but like I think
yeah.
Amazon's like a national asset. I don't fucking know what you would call it, but they're like you don't
I mean,
want
in terms of like economy, they're a good chunk of they're
to
enough of a chunk
absolutely,
of our economy that like it needs to be at least, monitored. Like the
absolutely.
import export business is like crazy right now.
Speaking of
China.
economists,
China.
yeah,
What's funny
China.
is too is we're getting shit shipped to Amazon from China, and then there's people in China buying it from us instead of the manufacturers, like the wholesalers, which is really funny. Which means like
So,
we're making money just shipping it back to like shipping it from China and then back to China. which is hilarious.
I think we definitely do have to be like tougher on them though.
Yeah.
Like the more I actually think about shit, the more I like, damn dude, am I fucking Donald Trump right now? Like, and I'm not like a Donald Trump supporter, but like, yeah, China is something to be worried about, man.
Who do you support, Lane?
Jorgensen,
Mama Joe?
Mama Joe,
I can get behind Mama Joe.
This one's about.
Mama
I've
Joe,
only
dude.
heard good things though, and that worries me.
Well,
I'm just
I
tired of
think
politicians in general, honestly.
big government, man.
Big
It's
government
like,
sucks.
dude, why do they need to butt their nose into every little detail about everybody's life, man? Like, so right now I'm studying real estate and just going through all the tax codes and everything. It's like, yo, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I was reading one the other day. It's called intrusive tax or some shit. Basically, like, let's say I'm old, I'm retired, I got money in the bank, right? My son comes up to me, he's like, Dad, I need fucking $30,000 for whatever. And I'm like, cool, here, it's $30,000 interest free, right? Because you're my son. Who cares?
You're my son. You're my boy.
The IRS is gonna be like,
Joy.
oh no. They're gonna be like, you gave him $30,000 without any kind of percentage rate, like any kind of interest. Like, nah, that's gonna go on your taxes. So then you're gonna end up paying the IRS a percentage of that money that you lent out because you gave it away at a free percentage. Like, that's the shit that I'm talking about. Like, you can't even help a family member out without paying for it.
Yeah.
It's stupid. But it's like big government shit. That's why I'm voting for Mama Joe, dude. They don't need to butt their heads in everything. Like, that's like Disney. Like I was talking about earlier, Disney they need to fucking buy this, buy that. They bought 21st Century Fox. Like they bought, like, why do you need to get so big? That's not good for any entity to get that big. It's not good.
But how capitalism works is you just like got to keep on growing, right?
I get what you mean, but it's like at some point, us as a collective need to be like, all right, you're getting too fucking big. That's how.
Yeah, that's why we bust up monopolies. Yeah.
Snowball. Yeah.
But who's to say? Like, also, I get that, but who's to say you're getting too big? Like, how are you gonna say, oh,
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
too big, or I'm this, or I'm that?
That's
Who
why
are
I said
you
us
to
as
tell
a
me?
collective. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
It's
Yeah,
a
I think
slippery
my
slope.
camera's
boys.
It's one of
overheating,
those.
guys.
And I'm not against capitalism. I'm not fucking against it. I'm not at all. I'm just saying.
But it has to be allowed to work. Like the fact that they're all like so into every business is like it's impacting how the capitalism is just supposed to naturally work.
Yeah.
Like they're regulating it too much. You know, they're supporting the wrong things. You know.
Yeah, the way it's supposed to
like,
work.
If big business is supposed to fail, it's supposed to fail.
Yes.
You know?
The way it's supposed to work is you have two similar companies, right? One has a similar product to this company. As long as this one has a lower price, people are going to shift to this company. What is this company going to have to do? They're going to have to lower their fucking price if they want to compete. It's all about lowering prices, getting the best deal for your company and the person.
Yeah.
Well, it's also about quality too.
Quality,
yeah, quality.
The thing with America was that, like, for a long time, you know, other people could offer it cheaper, but America would make it still affordable, but like way better. It would just last like way longer. But we got away from manufacturing because things got that much cheaper. And that's the thing that I think the American economy needs to get back on track with is just producing more stuff in house, having more
I'm with that.
Imports we have currently.
I'm with that for sure.
Yeah,
because
creating more jobs
instead of like China. Basically, I hate to be on like this whole fucking economy thing. China. But like,
huge. It's China.
Instead of China getting shit shipped out, like we could start shipping shit out and we can start rolling in the dough. You know, like, because what scares me is China will they're gonna be number one. Like they're gonna be up there economy wise because at the rate that they're going, they've caught up already exponentially. And what they've been doing though that scares me is they're like, hey country, you need some money, we can give you some money. And the country's like, yeah, we fucking need some money. Like, oh, okay, here's a loan, pay us back in X amount. Well, they give them X amount of money that's never going to be able to be repaid, and they know it. So what they'll do is they'll be like, oh, you still haven't paid us, country. So guess what? We're going to take part of your country, or whatever development. Like, say it's a developing country, whatever that country has developed with that money, China's like, okay, we take everything. We take the land, we take the property on it, we take all the real property. It's ours. So it's basically fucking China, and they control it.
You would be shocked. You'd be shocked how much they've fucked Africa up. It's ridiculous.
Really?
What would you guys say toward a unified world? Like one government over everybody?
I don't know.
Like not really interfering government, like a very loose governing body over the entire world.
That'll never happen.
I agree,
I don't think it's a good thing, just because there's too much. Wait, hold up. It's not a good thing because the world, one, is too many people, and everybody's going to want power, and it's going to be like a shit show. It's going to be, I control these people, that people. I mean, that's what it is now. Imagine how worse it would be if you had more of that.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I think until we get to like that kind of like situation of like where the most of the world is united at least like in one common cause of like, open market, fair practices and shit like that, I don't think we'll get anywhere near the level we need to be at to like get the world back on track of like green energy, exploration, all that kind of, how we move on from where we are now kind of stuff.
That's why we have, the way I look at it is, that's why we have the EU, European Union. They have the European Union. They have like, we have a global setup, like different ways that the world comes together. But the way I view it is, why do you think we have states? Why do you think we have counties? Why do you think we have towns? It's to
delegation.
Well, dude, it's the chain of command of things. Like, you're not gonna have one person at the top of the whole world. Like nothing will ever.
Why not?
You know how much shit he would have to fucking receive every day from all these countries. Shit that.
Well, not necessarily. Like think about it, like just like you're saying, like with the states and counties and townships, it's the same way except backwards. Instead of it just being like, oh, all the countries go to one guy. No, you have like North American coalition, or like just the American coalition of like all the Americas put together. Then you have like, European Union, and then you have, the Asian Union, and you have the African Union, and they all report to the main governing body that just makes sure everybody's, not screwing everybody else over. Nobody.
Just sounds so scary. That's a globalist. That's like a globalist type.
Yeah. But I don't think it also.
That would allow us to put the sanctions on countries to get them to move more
towards. It wouldn't work.
No,
it wouldn't work. That's basically saying, okay, every president of each country, raise your hand. Okay, you guys are gonna have a meeting once a month or something. Like that's basically what it's gonna be. You can't combine the land together to where we're all holding hands, singing "Kumbaya." It ain't gonna fucking happen. Oh, you can't, Jed? Okay.
Do not underestimate my power.
I don't know.
Oh my god. Yeah. I think also if it was just comprised of like a whole bunch of unions, they'd just eventually be like, oh, we're getting fucked by these people. It's time to fight, whether it's with words or with bombs,
Yep.
Well, that's the thing, though. That the upper governing body would have the power to step in and settle those kind of disputes.
Yeah, the coups, though. Coups are formed every year, every day.
True.
They don't always work, but sometimes they do.
I think the world just needs to be better people.
Okay,
everybody
speaking
needs to be
of coups,
less greedy, everything.
Speaking of like basically a revolution going on in Belarus right now, over in
Yeah.
Lane's part of the world. Been seeing any of that? Probably don't pay attention to that shit, but
I don't watch the news for that reason.
corrupt
I don't.
election, corrupt dictator, and yeah, his people are fighting back, and the opposing of that is basically just military.
Huh.
Yeah, hurting his own people. I was like, oh god. But guess who? Guess who fully supports this dictator? China.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, surprise, surprise.
Interesting. Yeah.
Before we jump out of the topic of economy, I was gonna say, did you guys see how much of a hit China's gonna take on their TikTok?
Oh no, but I'm
No.
sure it's not nearly big enough.
It's like billions. I was
Ah,
like, it's a
China.
decent chunk.
Is it because of information? Like, I don't get how that money is calculated because, like, it's a free app, right? I don't have it, but
Ads, bro.
Yeah, I don't either.
Ad
yeah,
revenue.
ads.
Ad
Oh,
revenue.
but they still have it in their country, right? So they can still show ads in their country.
Yeah, it's their country, but they want to make money off of the world, you know. And I
Right.
guess America's, for a lot of things, America is the one to go to for ads, for like making revenue on anything really.
Yeah.
China just has a lot of people, and they make decent moolah because of the mass size of their market.
Mhm.
But a lot of people make money off America just because of the wealth that we.
And the consumerism. Like it's
Yeah.
part of our culture. Like just you buy, you buy, you buy. Something breaks, you just buy a new one. You know, you don't fix anything anymore. You just buy a new one. You know,
Yeah.
why
I
cook
think we'll
food
get
when
away
you can just
from
buy
that
food?
soon.
Hopefully.
If we start producing more things in America, we'll get away from that mentality a little bit.
Yeah. I don't really have that mentality, man. I buy quality, so I don't have to have that mentality. You know what I mean? Like quality clothes, quality.
That's
I just pay a
the
little extra, so I don't
that's the
have to
poor
keep
man's
buying
dilemma
shit.
though. So like there was this old economist who like referenced boots, and he's like a man who works like 38 hours like, or like 18 hours a day will get home and he'll need a new pair of boots, but he won't be able to afford the good pair of boots for $50. Makes $38 a week or whatever, right? He won't be able to afford the $50 boots because he only makes $38 a day, a week or whatever. So he has to buy the cheaper boots, the $10 boots. But those $10 boots fall apart after like, maybe 1 year, whereas the good boots will last 10 years. So even though he's spending less money initially, he's spending more money over time, which keeps him poor.
Yes, that's why you buy. Yeah, that's why.
I mean, so
But
are we
it talks
saying
about
that he
how
couldn't
the market,
save?
I don't know. It was just a theory of like base
Oh,
economics
okay.
of like, it's not about just boots, Obviously this guy's got other stuff
Yeah,
going on. He's got other bills and stuff.
I
No,
Probably
get
this
wants
you.
new
guy is
boots.
strictly buying boots. He
Only boots.
works. He works to buy boots.
It's his passion.
It's the boot life, I've heard.
You know who it is? It's Vermin Supreme. That's who it is. He's got to buy the boots.
All he
Weren't
wants to
you?
do.
You were the guy that wanted him as president, weren't Jed? Didn't he say
I
that?
never said I wanted him as president.
Yes, you
Patrick said he
did.
wanted him as president, and I said it'd be interesting.
Free ponies for all, right? I remember that policy. Everybody
Free
gets a
ponies?
pony.
I'll take a pony. Why not? You can live
Okay.
with me in my studio apartment. Sit right over there, right by the kitchen.
I mean, that'd be crazy to see like somebody like that actually fucking win. I mean, we've seen Donald Trump win.
It was
So like,
crazy to
why
see
the
Donald
fuck?
win, let's be honest.
Exactly. So why the fuck couldn't? That kind of like opened my eyes. Like yeah, he was a
Honestly,
rich guy, but
I
like
was
it
less
opened my
shocked about him
eyes.
winning. I was more shocked like early on when he first started to get traction.
Hey
I was
Jed,
like, wow.
hey Jed. Honestly, um, I was just surprised because like that just shows like anybody can make it as a president. Like
Yeah,
that
you
to
can
me
be.
kind of. I was like,
You can say
this is all.
some of the craziest things and like outrage tons of people,
Yeah.
and you can still win.
Yeah.
And I don't like, and I think that's why Trump won, man, because people were just sick and tired of like, oh, I'm gonna fucking do this and I'm gonna do that. I love American people. And then they don't do shit. Like
Yeah.
people are just sick and tired
Or
of that.
they
Trump's like,
they
listen,
have their own
this is what's
agenda.
fucking wrong. Everything's fucking wrong. We're gonna fix it. And everybody's like, yeah, that is what's fucking wrong. Fucking
Yeah.
China.
China.
But yeah,
The
I
thing
don't
that
know.
really gets me going about the government is the fact that so many positions don't have term limits. Like there are people that are like
Yes.
in Congress and in the government that have been there for like 60 years.
And then what
Like how are
happens
they
when it?
still representing the populace at that point?
Yeah.
You spent
Mm.
almost your entire life in DC, away
Yes.
from your constituents. Like you don't know what's going on there. And at this point, you're just caring about retirement and getting fucking trust funds for your kids. Get out
Yeah.
of office.
And what happens when they go to vote on getting raises? Every
Oh,
time
of
it's,
course.
yeah, let's get a raise.
Do we need
Everybody
more
needs
money?
a
Do we need
raise.
more
Raise.
money? Sure, yeah, we need more money.
Bill, you want a raise, don't you? You got a daughter. You got trying to go to college. Yeah. Get you
Yeah,
a
she wants to go
raise.
to Harvard, this would really help with costs. Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Jesus.
Term limits, man. Term limits. That's all I'm
I
saying.
mean, there is people that are in there that do work for the people, but
Yeah, of course.
by
There's
by
always
a certain point, there's no way they're working for the people. But yeah,
Exactly.
like
By a
you say,
certain point. At a certain point, it's like, hey, I'm gonna line your pockets because I know you're gonna be in there the next fucking 20 years, and
Mhm.
that's like another thing is like blackmail. Like people they can do things just because they've been blackmailed. Like look at like the Epstein thing. Mark, I know you're into that shit. The whole Epstein Island shit.
Not
You're
into
not
it. Like
into it.
he
Yeah,
called me one time, and I was like,
yeah, he
I don't
called you,
think
yeah.
it. But I mean, the only thing that I thought was crazy, I think it has something to do. Like, I'm not a big conspiracy theory guy, but this shit is crazy, and it too many things aren't adding up like correctly, and then all these dead bodies are, fuck, man. I don't want to get into it, but it's too much for me to handle.
Yeah, we don't want to say too
I
much.
just
We'll end
seen
up
this picture of
suicided.
Bill Clinton and like one of the victims or whatever, or like, I don't know, alleged victims or oh somebody. Okay, it was a picture of one of these girls that had come forward, and there's a picture of her with like Bill Clinton giving him a massage or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's a little fishy. What's going on there? What's that all about? But then I say Bill
Maybe she
Clinton, I'm
was a
like,
masseuse, man.
don't
All I'm
want to
saying
die.
is,
So
right?
I didn't watch it, but the Democratic whatever the fuck it was the other night. 2 nights ago? Was it last night? No, it's
yeah,
two
uh,
nights ago. It was like the DNC or the
yeah, the
fuck was it?
DNC.
I don't watch that shit, so I don't really know. But I heard like Bill Clinton talked there, and I'm like, dude, how can you still have that man out in public talking? Like
Yeah,
they blatantly are just like, yeah, let's get Bill up here. He's got a great reputation. What the fuck are they thinking, dude? If I was Hillary, I'd hide that motherfucker. I'd hide him.
oh
I'd
yeah,
kill him. I'd kill
put him
him.
on
If
the
I
face of
was,
anything.
he'd be dead, dude. If I was Hillary, that's just if I was Hillary. Because I'm
That's the
Hillary.
thing, though. Like, if Bill Clinton ever just showed up dead from like not natural causes, they'd know exactly who to fucking go to.
Yeah,
Like, Hillary, this was definitely you. No, it was the political. No, Hillary, it was you. We all know it was you. Just shut up. It was you.
Yeah.
he shot himself 16 times in the head.
Oh, like Chicago, he ran into my
Yeah,
knife. He ran into my knife 10 times. Like, why would he keep doing it? I think once was enough.
Oh, shit.
All I can imagine is somebody like I think it was like a Family Guy skit where he like kept trying to like open a door, or he kept open it upwards, and he was like so messed up or whatever. He just kept like trying to like open it up and walk into it. He just kept hitting himself in the head like over and over again. It's like, yep, ran into my knife 10 times.
a good one is if you guys, I don't know how to word this actually. Shit,
With words.
with words. Yeah, I'm spacing out. It's super early in the morning for me. I usually Yeah, I'm
Man, you
usually
were
on the
excited to
ball.
go like 4 hours ago. Where'd all the energy go?
The coffee is burned out of me. I had, those 3 cups of coffee. I was ready for this, and now I'm losing momentum. I need some sugar, maybe. I don't know.
What do you got over
No.
there for? You got some good candy though, huh? You're over there in Japan. You got all
Got
those
some snack
sweet
food, yeah.
Japan's got
snackies.
like the best candy, like Pocky. I mean, come on.
They have the best and the worst candy. There's some that'll you'll say that is inedible. I would give that for fodder to farm animals. Like seaweed licorice. That shit is gross. That is not something you want. Or but they like plum candy you would think is bad, but it's actually pretty good.
I like plum candy. I used to eat those one-a-day plums, like dry. No, those are prunes. Never mind, prunes. Same thing. Prunes, plums, same thing.
Full of shit. Ted eats some fruits. Nice.
They're tasty.
Yeah,
Banana
but
day.
then you get candies like Black Thunder. The only word that I can read on the bar is Black Thunder. It's my favorite candy bar though. It's fucking amazing.
Do they like
Or
tell you
Kit
what's in it?
Kats. Oh yeah. So it's basically like Oreo cookie. It almost has like that taste, and then it's covered in chocolate, and
Oh, nice.
it's so awesome. And sometimes there's like other variations of that. That's just like the main one. The other variations are like it'll have banana chocolate or something. I was like, yeah. Not that like
Nice.
that shitty artificial banana. It'll like really taste like banana here.
Hmm.
You don't get that like,
Nice.
oh no, this is
Well,
awful. Whenever you eat those
like,
like
Yeah.
Tic Tac bananas. Ugh.
Yeah,
like
I hate
what
that.
about like Laffy Taffy banana? That's the
Yeah,
banana.
same with that. Like that's super gross. I
Well,
mean,
that's
as a
not the same
kid,
thing as a
everybody's
banana that you eat. Those are the original bananas. That's what that flavor is based on. But it got like
really.
some kind of there's some kind of like plant disease that like just swept through like all the banana farms. So like those don't exist anymore. They're extinct. So we're on to different bananas now.
Really?
Yeah.
That's why bananas taste so much
That,
different than banana
yeah.
candies and shit.
Yeah. Because it's a different flavor altogether. It's a different thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Now
But they
I'm
were, you know.
okay. I can't rip on bananas too bad. It's like you're trying to make it a little bit better. Shit.
Hey boys, I gotta use the little boys' room real quick. I won't take you along for the ride.
Okay. Okay. Put down his mic and his headset. Let's talk shit on him.
Yeah. Hey,
He
at least
thinks
we
he's
got
That's why.
the
That's
original
why
trilogy.
he's
It's
got.
better. It's a better view now.
Yeah.
The original trilogy.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Did you watch the new Star Wars? I can't do it.
I.
I can because it's like obviously it's new. It's fucking
Nah.
you gotta fucking watch it, but it's like I can't do it.
I didn't watch any of the new Star Wars. Unfortunately, I feel like I should give it a look, just because I like the old ones. But then I'm like, I
If you
think
like
these
the
ones
old
are made
ones,
for a different crowd.
yeah,
They're made
that's
for
what it
like a
is.
younger generation of people that are just trying to, I think, edge a new marketing scheme.
Scam, same thing.
I'm back, guys. I'm back.
But yeah, I think that like what it definitely is. There's a lot of slapstick in it, like jokes
Yeah.
that I'm just like, what the fuck? And then like the whole thing with Disney now is like, we need to empower women. Like they make these lead roles for women, and it's like,
Are you saying we shouldn't empower women?
and it's not working out for them. I'm not saying that at all, Jed. I'm just
Not
saying
at all.
a good
I don't want to
movie,
show. Yeah.
a good movie. I'm not getting into it. I'm not getting into it on here.
I was just thinking, in the bathroom, like it'd be really funny if I always had Casey's for like the first 3 or 4 videos, and I can just call Casey and be like, I need a sponsorship. I need you to sponsor my podcast.
You get real
Let's
fat
get that.
as long as you work out. Jed, because I'm not gonna see you
It would
gain
just
weight
be
for this.
you eating Casey's too, though. So I wouldn't be able to get any. That's upsetting.
I mean, I could ship you a Casey's pizza. It'll last till it gets there.
I probably would. Yeah. How many? God. Could you? How many times have you eaten Casey's and just hated yourself afterwards?
Like once, but I ate like an entire large pizza to myself, and like I just shouldn't have eaten that much.
Oh my God. I don't know how many times I've just gotten like the one slice out of the uh, pizza go round. I call it. I don't know
Yeah,
what it's really called.
rotisserie.
Yeah, the warmer.
Yeah,
I'll take like I get halfway through it. I'm just like, oh, this is so much grease. Oh my God. Oh, my stomach hurts already.
not once, man, not
I can't
once.
throw it out. I just gotta eat it. Oh.
Do you have Hunt's Brothers over there, Mark? On base?
Uh,
What kind of pizzas
I
over there on base?
there's like some small chain. They have Pizza Hut, and then they have something I can't remember. I don't go on base though. I've been on base like a handful of times. Um,
Yeah.
maybe once every couple months. Like I'll have a friend that's like, "Hey, let's go on base," and I'm like, "Okay." Then I'll eat like Taco Bell at the food court or whatever.
Yeah. Taco Bell,
But
man.
yeah, I've never like sought out pizza there because Japan does pretty good pizzas. They're
Do they?
yeah. They do some weird pizzas though. Like you'll get like a seafood pizza and then it's just full of octopus, or you'll get sushi pizza. So it'll be pizza, like dough, cheese, everything, and then there's like just strips of like salmon and tuna on a pizza.
Dude, that sounds good. Like
Some
people
of
who
it's good.
like hate on like pineapple pizza, I'm like, don't
I love
fucking talk.
pineapple pizza. I
Yeah, I'm like,
love
don't
pineapple
talk to
pizza.
me. I love it.
Oh
So
yeah.
good.
Or like
Um,
like pineapple and ham is always good. But have you guys ever had um, winter melon and raw ham, like prosciutto ham?
maybe.
It's like a thing here.
Yeah, maybe.
I've had ham like they call it Hermon in Spain.
Is that where like they just age it and like slice it really thin? 'Cause
Yeah.
that's what
Yep. Yeah. That's yeah, they call it like
Yeah.
Hermon.
that shit's delish.
It's fucking good.
It is.
It's like
So tell us some more about Spain, Lane. Tell us about Spain. How was Spain? What did you do in Spain?
Spain, dude.
Why were you in Spain?
Man,
What
I
was
got
the
some
weather like in Spain?
stories. The weather in Spain, really hot. Uh, and
Yeah.
when it rains, um, like you know that weather, like the perfect weather where like you love being in the rain. You know, it's like it's
Yeah.
not cold. That's like exactly every time it rained. I was like, fuck it, getting wet. You know what I mean? Like, who gives a fuck? You're gonna be dry here, like, real quick. Give me 1 second.
Well, if he's gonna take a quick break,
No, I'm good.
weather
I'm good.
here.
I was just doing something.
You know that popped up on the screen, right? Like over your camera.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, it did.
Well,
What was I gonna say? Oh, Spain. Yeah, dude.
all right.
So Spain was all right. I got some stories, but I don't know if I should tell them on here, dude, because it was kind of, I don't know.
Do it. Send it. Send it to mine.
Me and a whole bunch of guys had this pudding wrestling match.
Okay, you guys twisted
And I
my
ate
arm.
all the pudding afterwards.
This is what happened. No, so like, just to put it in context, so I arrived in Spain in 2016. I joined the Air Force 2015 September. So I had just gotten done with training. I was ready to start my job in the Air Force, and that was my first location. So I get there, I'm 19, I think, 19 years old, and fucking my first night there, I meet up with a guy, and it's my first time
Oh,
I
meeting
knew it
him.
was
a
going this
guy.
way.
Nah.
I knew it was
I
going this
find
way.
out like I met my leadership, and they were like, "Hey, there's this guy.
Oh,
Shout out
and it's
to."
his boss.
No, I'm gonna just say
Fancy
it.
word for boss.
Got to rank up
Uh,
somehow.
Shut the fuck up, Jay. But I met up with my leadership and everything. And they're like, "Yeah, you should hit up this guy, Watts. He just got here a couple days ago too. He's from tech school, or he just got out of tech school. He's like, you guys would, you know, figure something out to do." And I was like, all right, cool. So went up to his room, met him, and he's like, dude, let's go to the bar, dude. And I was like, dude, we can fucking drink. Like, we're 19. He's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure we can drink. And like, what do we do? The first thing we do, and you don't want to like bother leadership as much as you like, can. So like, the first thing we do is we're like, all right, let's go talk to our leadership about drinking. Like, so like that's the first thing we bug them with, and they're like, yes, you can drink, just don't be fucking stupid. It's a pretty small base, so it's like, if you were stupid, like, they'd figure out.
Mm-hmm.
So like we go to the bar. It's like the E Club, shooting some pool, and then we meet up with like this dude from another air base, and he just flew in like because it's transit, man. You meet people from all over, and he was like just fucking feeding us beers, and I never drank that much in my life. And we had signed up for some trip the very next day, just to go see Spain. Yeah, man. And I was like, I don't know, 5 minutes late. And they waited for me, and I get up on the bus, and it's this huge bus. Like, the Spanish buses are huge, super wobbly. And so it's like an hour and a half down to the city we're gonna go see. And it's just fucking, dude, the bus is just wobbling, man. And they have those here in Europe. They have the circles,
Roundabouts?
the roundabouts.
Roundabout.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Jed. And they it was just I felt like they were just hitting these roundabouts all the time. I'm like, fuck. And this staff sergeant in front of me, which I had met the day before, he was like, "You all right back there?" I was like, because I was just like, ugh, doing one of those type of deals. And
He's gonna blow.
I took my shirt off. I had nothing under the shirt. I just took my shirt off, and I just fucking all over. So I was like shirtless on the bus, puke in my shirt, in my sweatshirt. I had like a sweatshirt or
Oh, in
something
your
on.
sweatshirt.
It wasn't like a sweatshirt. It was like a sweater type deal. And I fucking was like, dude, that's fucking embarrassing. And I put it under the seat. And the staff sergeant in front was like, dude, where the fuck's your shirt? I was like, dude, I fucking yacked. He's like, God damn it. So like he had a shirt, luckily. I don't know. He just had like a backpack on him. He's always ready. So he let me a
Boy
shirt.
Scout.
That's just a story of when I first got there. So if that gives you any idea as to how crazy shit got later. that was day 2, Spain.
Oh, day 2, yeah.
Yeah. So, but
Oh,
I've
that
had some
sounds great.
times. I've had some times, man.
I'll give you one of my good stories, because I have a lot of bad Mortician stories, but
Will
You're
Ben
like
how?
legit. You're like a legit mortician, though, right? Like you
uh,
have like is
I
there
don't have my,
certification?
but I mean, I've done it. I went through the whole schooling and things, and then like I took the test. Didn't I came really close to passing, both times. Like the funeral director part, and then like the undertaker part where it's like embalming and stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, I came really close to passing and everything, but I soon learned that a lot of businesses are kind of shady. Is that not? That's not a good way to put it, because that makes them sound really bad. But like, not everybody needs a license. They'll say you should have your license if you're doing certain stuff, but if you're just doing like cars, like driving the hearse or anything like that, you don't need a license for that. if you're
Right.
just helping with
Well-
removals and stuff.
Still need like a driver's license to drive a hearse, right?
Nah, Jed, you don't need that.
Oh, you caught me.
He's a traveling. What is it called? What are those guys called?
Embalmer.
Traveler. Those people that don't have like licenses or anything. They don't have any license plates.
Oh,
Like a
yeah,
free
yeah, that's
traveler or a roamer or something.
yeah.
They get
that's
pulled
so-
over and they're like,
I know
of the
laws better than you.
I'm not
Mr.
driving, I'm
Police
traveling.
Officer. I'm a passenger of the vehicle. The vehicle drives itself. Is that what we're
Anyways.
doing here? I'm just
Well, I mean, before too long, yeah.
yeah. I remember watching one of those videos and the cop just looked at me. He's like, "Is that what we're doing today? Is that what we're doing today? Fuck you." He just starts calling all these cops and they just bitch this dude out for an hour and then break his window, take him onto the ground, tase the shit out of him several times. It was like, I bet he never did that again. I was like, so I can understand police brutality sucks. Oh, but yeah, let's get back to the Mortician story. One of my favorites, I think you guys will enjoy this one, is whenever I helped out with a pimp's funeral. That was fucking awesome. Oh, from start to finish, I got to help out with this funeral. So he was getting buried in a different area, but he pimped out like this whole like shit ton of girls out of like Chicago, I guess. And we were burying him like in St. Louis. I was like, oh, he's a connoisseur of women in different cities, and he's got the whole buffet for everybody. Oh my god. Well, first of all, shows up, the family, like, we go and pick up the body. He'd been shot like 6 times or something.
Fuck.
But he was like super old too, so I was like, what? Like, this dude's been pimping for a long time, which was awesome. Because everybody had to tell us about it. Like, oh, you burying that old pimp. Oh, he badass. Like, they talk about how awesome this dude was. Like, as we're picking him up and stuff. Whenever we picked him up, he had more jewelry than I've ever seen on anybody in my life. He had like several chains. Both hands had watches on them, like rings on all of his fingers, and it was all gold, all diamond out, everything. He had a grill. That was the first time I'd seen somebody with a grill, and they were, oh my god, it was nuts. So we take him back to get embalmed and everything. We do that. We call up the family. We're like, we need clothes. The family brings like a nice set of clothes, and then the hookers come and bring him a pimp suit. They're like, no, we're not gonna have him in that black suit. He needs the purple polyester, pinstriped, deluxe pimp suit. Fucking hat with the big feather.
Can't disrespect the-
Everything.
Oh my
You gotta
god.
respect the game. I think he had like calluses on his hand from like so many slaps and shit. It was awesome.
Why do you think he had the rings, man?
Exactly. Oh my god. So that was great. And then they bring more jewelry. Like, he already had a shit ton of jewelry on. They brought more jewelry to put on him in his casket. And then they're bringing like bottles of Hennessy. They're like, you need to have this in his hand while he's in the casket, and blah blah blah. I was like, hell yeah, I do, of course. So this guy is like, he's laying back in the casket. He's got a pimp hat, like kind of towards his waist, like in his hand, because you can't just put it on him, right? It's gonna look ridiculous. And then on his other hand, he's holding a bottle of Hennessy. Oh my god, it was nuts. And there's like, we were putting him on in this suit. This suit had money like all throughout it, like $100 bills all throughout this suit. And we're like, did you know that you gave us a suit full of money? And they're like, we didn't, but just keep it in there. It'll be nice for him. I was like, he's not gonna use it. You know that, right?
He's not gonna use it, right?
If I was a shadier person, I would just, pocket that shit. But
Yeah.
whatever. Maybe they'll check. Who knows? Maybe I'll burn in hell for that. I'm stealing from a dead pimp. So yeah, this pimp, was fucking awesome from day one. And all I had to do was drive the hearse around. I didn't really do anything else for the funeral. Like I stood and opened doors and shit. But it was amazing. The people that were coming, there was tons of hookers that just showed up to like pay their respect or whatever. And like you could tell like some of them have been in the game for a long time because they were rough. It was like,
Dude.
oh damn, cigarette burns on your face. From
Fuck.
6 years ago, like I've healed up, and then it's just like fucked face. It's like, yeah, you've had to cut your prices quite a bit, young
You've had to
woman.
cut your prices.
Go
Oh man.
Lord. And these women are like just like throwing panties in the casket, throwing goddamn. Oh my god, they're throwing panties, they're throwing money. That casket was at least 300 pounds heavier from all the fucking Hennessy that got put in there, the cash, the underwear, the fucking
Damn.
weed. There was tons of weed in that casket. They were just
Hey,
Really?
where's this buried, real
joints.
quick? Where is this guy buried?
Yeah.
I
What?
need the exact plot number.
Yeah. Just put the longitude latitude there in the chat.
Oh my god, yeah. Well, we ended up burying him East St. Louis. Believe it or not, there was a pimp in East St. Louis. Huh.
Whoa,
Or
whoa,
from, I
whoa,
guess.
whoa.
He was pimping in Chicago.
There's pimps everywhere, man.
Oh yeah.
You find an
Pimping is
Okinawan
like
pimp. I wonder what a pimp would look like in Okinawa.
uh,
Like a
Yeah,
purple
what the-
kimono with like fuzzy fucking accents.
I feel like a pimp in Okinawa. Nah, never mind. I'm thinking like
it's
Tokyo.
Yakuza. It's
thinking of-
Yakuza for sure.
I was thinking of like Tokyo, like
I don't want to be
For some reason I was
offensive.
thinking of
I'm gonna
Tokyo
tell you
Drift.
exactly what a pimp in Okinawa is like, because it's very accurate. So they're usually just somebody that hits the gym constantly, covered in tattoos that make no sense, and like they mean mug everybody. They're really aggressive. They want to sell women, right? But all the women are like usually like overstay visas, like Chinese or Filipinos a lot of the time. So there's just tons of like Filipino hookers and Chinese hookers running around. Very like you don't see these people because they do like all their shady ass business. Um, I guess you really have to seek it out. And then like yeah, they do their
Which
like their
makes me
shady
wonder
ass
how you
business.
know so much.
uh,
Have you sucked?
well,
Have you seeked them out?
Yeah, it's kind of weird, man. That like.
well, it's just like stuff.
Why do you know so much about the
Whenever
pimp trade, Mark?
whenever I was young,
He's an American pimp living in Okinawa.
Yeah,
oh
this
my,
is
I
what
bet
an
there's.
American pimp.
I
looks
guarantee there's somebody doing that here. Because there's like these little expat communities there, and then like there's communities of just like military people around the island, and the island's small too. So there's I guarantee there's some white dude that's just only because he's bigger than most people, he's pimping out like a dozen women somewhere out of his bar or his massage parlor or his gas station. I
like.
don't
Do they
know.
do they do happy endings and shit over there in the massage parlors?
I've never went to a massage parlor here in Japan, but I've heard from a good friend that was in the Navy. He was in mainland Japan. He's like, "Oh yeah, you just like you get on the bed, and a lot of the women they know what's up. They're just like rub your shoulders for a second. They're like, okay, you want fuck? You want fuck? You want
You
fuck?
want
Yeah.
That's
Money, money.
crazy.
Like they know what's up.
Damn.
But I've also heard from people that are like, they'll go to a massage parlor and they'll just be like, hey, I have some extra money. Can you finish the job? And these women will freak the fuck out, beat the shit out of them or something. Like,
Really? I can see
yeah,
that.
I've heard of that one too. They have a weird thing here though, because there's like weird scams, I guess, in Japan, or scenes. I'll just say weird things that happen. There's soap land. Have you guys heard of this? Do you have any idea what this is? This is
So
No.
planned.
so this is how they usually pimp out people. It's like you don't. It's not sex, but you pay for somebody to take a shower with you, and they like wash you, but then it's just sex. It's
My dick is extra dirty today.
yeah, exactly. It's so fucked. And these places get busted all the time for prostitution and shit.
Yeah.
So it's just really bad scene. I was like, there's no way one of those places is working legitly, like ever.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. It's the oldest profession.
It is. It is indeed the oldest profession.
Isn't it legal where you're at, Lane?
It might be. I don't know. I'll have to look into that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
I
it
gotta
is.
look into that.
Well, I think I watched something on Vice where they were talking about French guys hopping the border into Germany and like fucking prostitutes.
I don't know. I'm gonna be young Jamie here. Whoa, dude! What the fuck?
What?
Dude, it just. I want to. How do I share my screen? Look at what I typed in. Okay, share screen. Okay, look at what I.
Prostitutes near me? Is that what it is?
Dude, yeah. Hold on.
No way.
Dude, I typed in is pros, and then it typed in is prostitution legal in Germany.
Oh,
Like
nice.
what?
It knew what you wanted. It knew
Dude,
it.
that's what I'm talking about. This shit is scary. Prostitution is legal and regulated in Germany, Switzerland, Greece, Austria, and many other countries in Europe. Many major European cities have red light districts and regulate brothels that pay taxes and follow certain rules. See, and like
They're gonna even tax pussy. That's terrible,
yeah,
fellas.
that's the shit I'm talking about, man. Like the government's got to make a dime off everything.
Shit.
Making a dime off your pleasure.
You pay enough already? God damn it. You're gonna tax the pussy.
Yeah, tax the pussy. Yeah. Fucking damn,
Pussy
dude.
tax, man. The pussy
Oh,
tax.
before I I'll finish up the pimp story though. It was
Oh.
great. So we were burying the guy, and the ladies are going crazy. Like everybody's crying. Fucking, they're lowering the casket down into the grave. Everybody's going apeshit, and a lady falls onto the casket, and they had to get her out. That was the funniest fucking thing. Like,
Dear
I don't
God.
know. You've seen so many people like throw themselves at people's caskets, and then
Yeah.
this lady was at the grave. They're lowering the dude, and just goes face first. Same lady that had all the burns on her face fucked her face up more from diving into that fucking thing.
God, dude. That's crazy. What did she like? She meant to. She didn't pass out.
I think she meant to. Like, I don't know how you would not, because there was like a bar,
Yeah.
there was like separation there, and she's like, I'm going all out. I'm with this guy. He's been my pimp for years. Diving straight into that thing.
Pimp daddy. Damn,
Oh,
dude.
hell.
That's crazy.
Oh,
That is
that was
fucking
great.
crazy.
There was other pimps there that were like, I was like, these guys are recruiting his women.
Right?
That's what this is.
I guarantee.
They're
He's
paying
like,
respect.
If
oh,
you're
you
looking
work
for work.
You work for Darnell, huh? How about you work for Dwayne this time around, motherfucker?
Dwayne. What kind of pimp is Dwayne?
I
Let's think
don't
about
know.
it. Darnell was a bad motherfucker.
I'm not up on the pimp names.
There's only one pimp I care about, and that's Gator.
Gator.
Shut the
Oh,
fuck
yeah.
Gator don't play no shit.
Gator's bitches better be wearing Jimmy hats. That is great. Oh, shit.
All right, guys. I think we're looking at like an hour and 24 minutes already. How much longer do you want to go?
Oh, I'm down.
Let's give 20 more minutes.
20 more minutes?
Mm-hmm.
Copy.
Does anybody want to share a story in that time, or let's would you rather? Would you rather? How about let's play that game? This is
You
gonna
go
be fun.
5, 10, or
Ratchet
3.
and I. Let's do
Wait, would you rather?
Would you
Oh, wait,
rather-
never mind.
Rather-
Okay.
Would you rather? Let's find a good one. Let's not just because we could make up one for hours. Let's find one that's really totes my goats.
Okay, here's one. Would you rather live forever or die tomorrow?
Die tomorrow.
I would
Why?
definitely die tomorrow because I feel like it would be worse to outlive everybody and
Yeah.
then like just live in this void of like everybody I care about is fucking dead. This sucks.
It's just a void that you're living in.
Think about how much you could get done
For what purpose?
for the
For who?
advancement of human civilization.
You
Yeah.
would. I mean, you could be the writer, the person who writes about history or something. You could be the person that like, I don't know, but you would do everything. Like if you like, are you saying like live forever, like you couldn't die, or are you talking about like live forever, like
You just keep getting older and older and never die? No, like
Do
you
I
stay the
live-
same age just forever.
I'm saying if I fall off a cliff, that should kill everybody. I'm
Let's
gonna live.
just say, yeah, sure. You'll live. Indestructible,
Like,
immortal.
Yeah, so you would do everything. You would do everything twice, 3 times. Everything.
Yeah.
You want to go fucking kill somebody? Like, you go do it. You want to go fucking jump off a cliff without a fucking parachute? Like, you do it. You do
Mount
everything.
Everest, climb it and jump off of it. That'd be the goal.
First person
Middle
to
of a
climb.
snowstorm too.
Yeah, yeah.
Just imagine. Oh, just imagine you jump off Mount Everest and get stuck in a crevasse for like a couple thousand years. Like
Yeah.
you're just stuck there, like
Like that 24-hour or 48-hour. What was that movie with James Franco?
127 hours.
127 hours.
127 hours. It
Wow,
cuts
I
off his
really
arm
underplayed
with
that.
like a pocket knife.
Yeah, I saw that. It's fucked.
Imagine how badass you have to be to cut through your own fucking arm. Imagine the amount of balls that sit on that dude's crotch.
You want to
They're
see me do it?
Oh yeah. I'd watch it. I'd see you do it.
I'd watch.
Watch that.
If this video gets 1 million likes, I'll cut off my arm.
Well,
Uh,
1 million likes.
Jesus
Jed,
Christ.
you may be known as the one-armed man soon because I'm gonna buy likes from China. Just
No, not the
Oh my
fiber
God.
likes. I'll get flagged by TSA.
that'd be great.
I
Here's,
already get flagged by TSA. My passport looks like a freaking terrorist photo. Like no
Oh.
shit. Look at this.
Yeah, I hate my passport photo.
He's gonna show us his passport number, and somebody's gonna steal his identity.
Yeah.
He's not gonna think about it.
He's gonna be like, look at it. Oh,
Look at all that information right there.
look at all the information.
6 credit cards. Name.
His fingers are like covering his picture, so like it's just completely unnecessary. Defeats the fucking purpose. Let's go, Jed. I can't really see. You got the dumbass background
Hold
on. Take the
on.
background off.
That's not a dumbass background. Give the man some credit. Oh yeah, you look
Yeah,
like you're. They recruited you from Ireland for fucking.
I was a member of the IRA. Got drafted by ISIS.
There we go. Got my homies.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
The homies. Mark, you gotta get some homies, man.
Nah, I'm good.
Bro, look at these we got the homies. You gotta get the homies.
All right.
I
Did
got
anybody look at any breaking news or anything? Like, what's up with Ghislaine Maxwell? Has anybody like?
What was the latest
Advantage.
news that I had looked at? Here, I'll give you this one. This is Paris Hilton details abuse allegations at her boarding school she went to. Or, yeah, boarding school in Utah. Oh my
I
God. So it
believe
was
it.
like Mormons abusing Paris Hilton, apparently.
I
And
believe it.
I
All
kind of
right.
read the article, skimmed through it, and I was like, I can't feel bad for this person, unfortunately. Like, it's hard. I It's like she's a bazillionaire, right? Or
I
she's
have
got
no idea.
millions.
I don't even keep
Okay.
track of people's
So
famous people.
this is super funny, right? So I went to like I just googled latest news, and there's a whole like little thing on CNN. And if you look at that, COVID, COVID again, and it's the same fucking picture. Like, come on, CNN. I get it that it's like your cash cow right now, but can we just not hear
That
about COVID for three
that
fucking
looks
seconds?
like that looked like an explosion or something.
There's like a bunch of cells or some shit. They look like little freaking
Oh,
tiny lemon. They look like tiny little lemons. They look like
little
lemons.
Don Lemons.
What
You heard it
most
here first.
COVID looks
COVID's actually mini lemons in your DNA in your bloodstream. It's tiny little lemons
what
attacking
you
your
just
nervous system.
life gives you lemons and it kills you.
Yep. You know the leading cause of death in the world is life.
Uh,
Of course.
Speaking of kills you, I'm surprised Ozzy Osbourne is not dead from COVID or anything else.
Dude,
Any
nothing
bump,
can kill him.
any bump that he walks into or something like.
Oh my God,
Outside of
Strong
his
wind
whole
blows.
life.
That's it.
He's so old, and I love the guy so much from everything he's done. Like, oh my God, even the Osbournes, I like that. That was a ridiculous show, but I love that show because Ozzy is awesome. You got Jack running around, fucking stealing beers from his dad, fucking Jack running around throwing logs at the neighbors. Fucking great. It's fucking awesome. But now Ozzy's getting old and it just breaks my heart because he's gonna die. And Prince of Darkness, Ozman, just he's too rock and roll to die almost. And it just sucks,
His
man.
legacy will live on.
Oh yeah.
What's gonna
Like
happen to
my
like
old man.
Ozfest?
Yeah.
There'll be another. A Prince of Darkness will come.
Nobody's gonna do it like Ozzy, man.
Well, of course, no one's gonna do it like Ozzy, but you know, there'll be something.
Maybe there'll be a Duke of Darkness.
Duke of
The
Darkness.
Duke of Darkness.
Never the Prince of Darkness. Nobody's gonna be like Ozman, man. Man.
Rock at the moon. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Have you guys listened to his latest album? I think it's like 6 months old or something.
Yes.
That shit is
Under
fucking
the graveyard, we all die.
alone.
It's a good one.
Oh.
That's a good one.
Did you
Yeah.
ever hear the story about how Zakk Wylde started playing for Ozzy? Like playing guitar for Ozzy back in the day?
I think. Let me think about it because I'm pretty sure he was in another band, wasn't he?
I believe so. But how he ended up playing for Ozzy was he was selling steroids to Ozzy on tour or something like that. And he's like, hey, you can get these steroids cheaper if you just let me in your band and let me play for you. And he's like, okay, fine. Ozzy's just like, hell yeah. It's cheaper drugs, like steroids.
Yeah.
I'll do that. Speaking of steroids, doesn't it seem like everybody's on steroids now in Hollywood and shit?
I don't know. I don't ever watch.
Seems like everybody's talking about taking HGH and shit.
HGH, like, isn't that natural though? Isn't that like? Don't you get HGH from like?
Yeah, but they get like a boost of it or something. They're like, there's like
Yeah.
40-year-old men with the same testosterone levels as 18-year-olds.
Yeah, I
that
think that's
sounds
just
fucking
the
terrible,
adrenochrome.
man.
That's the
When I was 18, I
adrenochrome,
just wanted
man.
to kill everything. Just wanted to fight. I wanted to fight trees. I think that's why I got into Minecraft. I set so much piss and
Dude,
vinegar. I was
too
just
much. Yeah, You're
I was-
walking around with a constant erection. Like,
Honestly, yeah, it was a problem. Like I'd hit a bump in the road driving, I'd be like, oh God, now I gotta deal with this.
a mess to clean up. This is fucking awful.
Terrible, man.
Do you ever remember like whenever they were talking about puberty back in the day on
Oh,
those films that they'd show you in like junior high? The
yeah.
kid's like, every time a train goes by, I get a boner. I was like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, dude, I
What the
remember
fuck
that.
happened to that kid?
I fucking cackled. Me and your brother just cackled, bro. They had to kick us out. They literally kicked us out of the room.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
Oh
like
yeah.
wasn't it Mrs. fucking Stutzman's class?
Stutzman.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
Stutzman's classroom. It was fucking the
She's
janky
like,
ass
that's not
TVs on the
funny.
carts, fucking strapped down.
With the toe straps.
Yeah,
The
we're all like,
toast
oh my
strap.
God, yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna watch a movie, sweet. And then it's just, welcome to sexual education. I'll be your host. My name is Phyllis Greenwald. Like, fuck off.
Oh no. This is gonna this is gonna be bad.
Fuck that shit, man.
And
No,
you
you know
wonder
what?
why kids are so fucked up.
Yeah, we don't fucking learn shit.
We
We
learn
turn
a
to
lot
Tumblr.
more than
Yeah.
other places, I guess. But still, I think they just try to scare you about sex. I remember uh, one of the teachers, I won't use his name because fuck him, little leprechaun. You all know who I'm talking about.
You
Yeah.
mean the guy that kicked Seth out of gym because he farted?
Oh my lord, what a
No
fucking idiot.
shit. He's like, get the
The guy that
get out of here.
oh my, I remember somebody pulled a prank on him where they just filled his office with boxes of Lucky Charms and like,
Yeah.
and he got in a shit ton of trouble for like throwing a baseball at a kid because of that. I was like,
Yeah.
awesome. Well, first day of sex ed, I don't even remember. Is that like 7th grade? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, this is what herpes looks like. And he made you like go through this slide of like all the sexual diseases, and like it was terrible. That scarred me. It's like, this is a picture of a rotting pee-pee.
Well, hey, have you gotten any of those diseases?
Fuck no.
Then it worked.
He's helped me out with that, I guess.
Then it worked.
Little leprechaun fuck. I hope he's doing all right though. I mean, I don't
I
wish
hope he is
ill
too.
on anybody, but he was an asshole. Like he had such Napoleon syndrome. Like he's challenging fucking junior high kids to fights.
He was
Like,
also
calm
like
down.
super sexist too.
Dude,
Like
he
he would
did,
blatantly
too.
favor the girls, like all the time.
Oh, he had perv on him a little bit.
Dude,
Exactly. That's exactly
that
what it was.
guy. Looking
He
back,
wasn't the
man,
only
like,
one.
I think I was just, I don't want to say I was mature. I knew when I was fucking around, so I kind of would say I was mature. But like looking back, it's like I kind of like knew that guy was a fucking perv, but I was just like, man, I can't do shit about it. Like what?
Right?
Can't do shit
What am I
about
gonna
it.
do?
What am I gonna say? You fucking touched me? or something?
Call him out. Be like, hey,
Yeah,
little leprechaun fuck,
it's
put
funny
your pee
now
away.
looking back.
Stop staring
too.
down these girls' shorts.
Keep your fucking Lucky Charms to yourself there, bud.
Yeah.
Did you hear about? Did you hear about the cross country guys? Did you hear that story?
I did not. I don't know this one.
Well, so long as we didn't say the dude's name.
Oh.
Cross country guys were like pranking him or something, or they were gonna go prank him. But as they went up to his house, he was watching a fucking Grease film, bro, and he had his fucking dick out and everything, just fucking going to town.
Oh, that's close the blinds, man. Oh,
Yeah.
that's so fucked. You see that and you're just like, oh, I'm gonna go home. Fuck this prank.
Yeah,
Fuck everything.
yeah,
I
dude.
need to shower and call a therapist. Fuck that. Oh, that's so sick. I remember he got fucked with a lot. Like they egged his house. They egged his car really bad. I heard people like sprayed Roundup on his lawn. really fucked him.
Not by long. The homeowners association's gonna
That'll
be all
fuck the
over my
man.
ass.
It always seemed like everybody wanted to like up each other too that pranked him
Yeah.
every time. Homecoming week came along and they were like, "Oh, I like what you did. You're on the right track, but I'm gonna fuck him even harder."
Someone needs to fucking prank that dude. Mr. Mac,
On
you
the
have
right
an
track.
ass.
Okay.
I counted one time. I got
So
to like
crazy.
630 in one semester. It was ridiculous.
Oh, you
that is
added classes. I had the highest I had was a 76 or some shit. Out
Yeah,
of
I had a whole
one
notebook
class.
where I would just tally it out every fucking class period. Write
And I
the
probably
dates
I
missed
had
down.
a
some.
homeroom teacher, and it was literally like 20 in a homeroom. Like, what was that, like 30 minutes?
Yeah.
30 minutes, there's 20
Yeah.
MKs. I was like, what's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you, okay?
Are you okay?
I remember we were talking about, he was talking about coaching. And I thought he was talking about being like a student at like Western back in the day. I was like, oh, but he was talking about like coaching, like one of the first coaches to coach at Western or something like that. And I was like, man, yeah, like, like back in the 70s or something, whenever you were in high school. And he's like, what? How old do you fucking think I am? I was like, oh, I like 60s, something like that. And he's like, oh, God, no. He's like 40s, I guess, at the time. Like,
Buddy, you're in rough
like young
shape.
40s. I was like, oh, dude, you've aged terribly. What's wrong with you?
He's bald.
Bald, and
No,
he's
not
old as
just
shit.
that. Yeah, he just
There's
like.
something else about him. He had like the hunch,
Yeah, just.
Like, you got scoliosis already? Man, life really fucked that guy.
Yeah, for
Looking that
sure.
old, so young. Oh, at least whenever you're that ugly, or okay, maybe not that ugly, that aged, you at least know whoever you're betting, whoever you're fucking, has to love you, right? Like, they're not gonna like
Oh
they're not
my
gonna be
god, like that fucking
that ugly
scene
if they
from
don't.
Guardians of the Galaxy 2. You're ugly. You're hideous. But that's good. Because when you're ugly, you know that people love you for who you are. It's like, okay, thanks, Drax. Appreciate it. Why
Nice.
don't you go sit still and eat some crackers for a little while and be invisible?
Nice. I didn't.
Man,
I forgot that movie existed. It's been quite a long time.
But that's a great one. They're
Jeff
all good.
Bridges, he was in there,
He was.
wasn't he? Yeah,
Uh,
he was the
no,
dad.
no, that was Kurt Russell.
How much do you think Vin Diesel got paid to do I Am Groot?
Yeah,
Dude,
Over
he
and over.
got paid so much
Really?
for the job, at least.
Look
wait,
it up.
he
Look it up.
played Groot.
Look it up, Jed.
He played Groot.
Yeah, Jamie, get that shit.
Yeah.
Young Jamie. Look it up, young Jamie.
Dude, how I bet it. You want to make a guess, Lane? How much do you think he made? I'll guess.
Oh,
Too.
total
We're doing
movie
prices right.
or one
We're
movie?
doing prices right rules.
One movie or all?
Whoever's
Oh,
closest
yeah,
without going
the
over.
I Am Groot movie. Let's do the first one. How much did he make off the first one?
The first? I'm gonna guess. I don't know what the running price is for I Am Groot for saying
Yeah,
three
yeah.
lines, 3 words. I don't know, probably like $700,000.
That seems pretty good. I don't. Well, Vin Diesel's like, he's big, right? So, but I think you're overshooting it. So I'm gonna go 500,000.
It's probably not even. Yeah.
Yeah.
What did he get
This
paid
is Price
to
is Right
do?
rule. So if I should be 700,001. There you go. Really fuck
Yeah,
you.
right.
Oh, I love it whenever people do that shit. I just want the guy to look at her, like, or the girl or guy look at the person next to him and say "fuck you."
Okay, so what were you guys' guesses?
I had
Can I
500,000.
change mine? Can I change my guess?
Yeah,
you
sure.
might want to change your guess.
I'm gonna guess he made 200 $275,000.
And Mark, what'd you say?
I said 500,000.
Okay, I'm
What
gonna
do
tell
you
you guys right now, you might want to bump those numbers up a lot.
really?
Really.
For saying I am Groot, that is fucking bullshit.
Yep.
Okay,
Oh
then
my
I go
God.
with
Okay.
I go with my original 700,000.
And I'll do 700,002 just in case.
Mark wins.
What was it?
It is reported that Vin Diesel earned 18 million for I, 18 million for Am, and 18 million for Groot. He made about $54 million for the first movie.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That guy.
So what did everybody else make
Dude.
that actually acted?
Yeah.
Probably more.
I would assume they made fucking more. I want to know how much they made.
God damn it. Vin
There's
Diesel.
no way. They're lying, dude.
No,
That's
Downey
bullshit,
made
kid.
Robert Downey made like 75 million from Infinity War.
That's it?
Yeah, that's probably. We gotta remember, like, it depends on how they negotiate their contract. If they negotiate for like a lot of money up front or a lot of like revenue from merch sales and stuff. Like that's why Keanu Reeves became the highest paid actor in like history for like a long time. Was for Matrix. He was like, no, give me like a little bit of money up front, and give me like a good revenue contract. So like
Yeah.
because Matrix did so well, he made like a lot of money off of like theater sales, merch sales, all that kind of stuff. That's why he became the highest paid actor in Hollywood for like a long time.
Yeah.
Because he negotiated that in his contract. So that's probably like
He's
up
also
front.
badass. So yeah. Unlike Vin Diesel, who is like just a Hollywood tough guy, but Keanu Reeves is
He was
like
a
a real
bouncer, dude.
badass.
He was like a real bouncer.
Oh yeah? Well, I thought he was like a dancer or something. Too. Something like that.
A little
I was
bit.
like, come on, B-boy.
Wait. Who was a bouncer?
Vin Diesel. He was working as a bouncer in
You
LA
mean
when
he's
he was
gay?
found for
Isn't he gay?
I don't think so.
Look it up. He's gay, dude. I'm pretty sure Vin Diesel's gay as fuck.
I thought he had a wife and kids.
I'm pretty sure like
I mean, maybe he likes both. Who cares? But I thought he wasn't. I don't know.
is Vin Diesel white?
Is he? I
I didn't
think he
want to
is.
click that one. I don't care enough.
Is it gonna lure you down the rabbit hole of like race splaining all the
Well,
celebrities,
first of
like
all,
what they
like do you want to know what his real name is?
I guess, yeah.
Mark Sinclair.
Oh, I share a name with that dude. Oh, terrible. He should have went with Mark Sinclair because Vin Diesel just sounds like a really hard try at trying to sound cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he met his wife in 2007. She was a Mexican model named Pamela Jimenez, and they have three children.
Yeah, see, I thought he was married.
Where did I hear that he was gay? I thought he was
I don't know.
gay.
I don't know, man.
Huh.
Maybe you're projecting
Well,
your
who
own
knows? Maybe he has
insecurities
a
onto
secret
him.
life. He's cruising LA clubs and he's just blowing dudes in bathrooms. We just don't know about it. Nobody's gonna come out and tell everybody that.
Yeah.
No, dude.
He's like really aggressive through the glory hole, so you like feel like you're really gonna get sucked through it, not just your dick getting sucked off.
Wow, this guy's
Oh my
this guy must be
God!
running on diesel. He's got some power.
That's where the diesel comes from. I get it. It's ripping me apart.
I'm giving her all she's got, Captain. I'm just not sure if she's got enough left.
Meanwhile, Vin Diesel's just like baby Armin. He's like, is anything gonna come
Left
out?
hand. Left hand. He's like not even using the main hand.
Lane doesn't seem like he's interested in this topic at all.
No, not at all.
Guys, I don't want to talk about fictional Vin Diesel gay sex. Stop.
He brought it up.
Yeah.
I don't know where I thought.
Yeah, why do you
don't
care
know
about Vin
where I
Diesel being
thought-
gay so much, huh? You got a crush on him or something?
Yeah, next thing you're going to know that The Rock is, you're saying The Rock's gay.
He's not gay. No, I'm just kidding. Is he
I
not?
imagine
thought he
sex with
was.
that man. I pity the woman that has to have sex with The Rock because I bet that's just a workout in
What if
itself.
he just has like the tiniest dick
Yeah.
ever? He's just like, me got big muscles. My penis very small.
What is that? Oh Lord.
I think
Could you
What?
imagine that?
You'd feel bad for the guy, wouldn't you? Like he's such a likable guy. You'd be like, oh no,
Yeah,
man.
because nobody fucks with him. He doesn't have to deal with like adversity and shit. Because like no one's gonna go up to the Rock and be like, "Hey, fuck you," and like put him in his place, you know?
Well, I'm pretty sure Stone Cold Steve Austin's gonna go up to The Rock and say "fuck you," and Stone Cold Stunner,
but
gotta watch out.
it's like
you got a ringside seat to your own SmackDown, brother.
There we go. That's what's missing. We need more of that in our lives. I want trash talking wrestlers on TV again.
You know what? That's like they should have to do the presidential debates, man. Just like SmackDown pre-fight talk.
Hey,
dude, I want
brother,
to see them debate, man. I want to see.
your economic plan is bullshit.
I want to see
and your
Biden
town is
and Trump debate.
If we followed your economic plan, the economy would go down, brother. But if you stick with me, everybody's gonna go up, up, up. Canada, hell yeah! And when it comes to guns, let's just chill.
That's great.
We need to get those Congress out of here. Delete.
Oh my god, you get a whole bunch of people like showing up,
We finally get the
poster
rednecks to
boards
vote, man.
going crazy. Yeah. I think they already do that though. Don't they go a little nuts at those rallies?
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Have you been to a political rally?
I've been to one and then the person didn't show up. Yeah, there was like, oh, something happened. Sorry.
Yeah, we hosted one here at college at Carthage. They hosted Bernie like the last election, and that was super cool. It was really funny too because we were lined up all around like the track, like around the back of the football field, and it was really funny because there was like these guys in front of me, and this dude walked all the way from the back of the line on the other side of the because it went from the door was here, right? Door was here, and the track went like all the way around like that. And then the line ended back by the door. So you had to go all the way around the track before you got in, but you had to watch people go in the entire time you're waiting. And some dude came from like the entire back of the line straight across to these dudes in front of me. And he's like,
Nice.
"What's up, cuz? What's up, man? Thanks for holding my spot in line." And he's just like, "I don't know you. Get out of here." And it was like the funniest shit.
Oh, one of those you had to be there moments.
Probably,
yeah, I
yeah.
guess.
Yeah. I guess you just had to see
did you
these
get a
guys'
bunch
face
of?
being like, I don't know you.
Did you get free shit out of it?
No, but I did see Antifa get like thrown the fuck out, and that was pretty funny.
Really?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they didn't even do it at a good time either. He was talking about like very agreeable things, and then they're like, "We want justice." And they're like, "Just get out." It was hilarious.
Have you seen these politicians that are like kind of going along with this Antifa shit? Like they're like for the statue, I guess. So in Chicago, all these groups have been like wanting to pull down the statue, and the mayor's like, "Hey, we're not gonna have that. I got a crane. We're gonna take it down with this." And I'm like,
Oh my god, dude.
That's
Well, like,
why.
we have a Columbus statue here in town, and like in Kenosha, and like a lot of people want to tear it down, but because there's like a lot of Italians around here, there's a lot more people that don't want to tear it down. So like
Yeah.
personally, I've thought about, what I could do to help the effort, but that's a crime, so can't do that.
I don't know. I think it should be up to the community because they do have like these people that are coming from other states to tear down statues and shit. I'm like,
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
no,
maybe we'll just leave it to the people that are living
here,
there, right?
like you don't live here, you don't have to see it.
Yeah. Because obviously they're not celebrating Columbus. The people that want it aren't celebrating Columbus because he's a fucking murderer rapist, right?
No, he's an Italian.
They're like,
You like him
I
because he's an
like meatballs.
Italian.
This guy like a meatball. We all like a meatball.
We all
you
like a
know?
meatball. We all get along, you know.
Bippity boppity boo.
Oh. What you
All right,
doing?
well, boys, we are at 155. I'm satisfied. This has been awesome.
For our first go at it, yeah. I think that was really fun. And kind of flew for me. I don't know how you guys
Yeah,
feel about it.
my voice is kind of sore and I'm like out of drink, but yeah.
Oh, you
What
because
the
you've been
fuck
drinking
did you
like
just
soda,
pick up?
dude.
No, it was iced tea and lemonade. It was an Arnold Palmer.
Nice. I've been drinking Pocari Sweat. It's like
Booty
Japan's
Sweat
version of.
Booty sweat.
from Tropic
Yeah.
Thunder. Let me get a bust in that bar.
That's awesome. It's like Japan's version of Gatorade, I guess, or Powerade. What are you? Blaine's chugging his water over there. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Stay
water.
hydrated, fellas.
All right.
All right. So, outro.
Outro. Hey man, everybody, thanks for joining us. If you watched this video and you like this video, make sure you like down below so that we know that we did something good here. If you want to see some more of it, subscribe. That way you'll get notified like anytime we make a new video. If you really want some notifications, make sure you ring the bell right there, and that'll like really push notifications right to your face, saying like, well, people look, it's different. Some people are like on mobile, some people are on, PC. Yeah, find the subscribe button. It'll be red and it'll say subscribe. Click that.
There you
Ring the
go.
bell so it has the little bars next to it. You'll get notified when we post new content. And hit the thumbs up button so let us know we're doing something good. Feel free to roast us in the comments. Love hearing
Yeah.
feedback. And if you have more suggestions about stuff for us to talk about, just put it in the comments and Lane will make note of it.
There we go. All right. Bye.
Oh yeah.
Bye.